Hi everybody, welcome to the TBA Food Network. My name is Matt Rosenstock and I'm a member of the culinary crew. And today I'm going to make some matzo balls from scratch. There's a great debate whether you should have heavy sinking matzo balls that really fill you up or light fluffy matzo balls that float. I'm more of a light fluffy matzo ball kind of guy, so those are the types of matzo balls that I'm going to make today. For our ingredients, we have 1 teaspoon of parsley, 1 teaspoon of salt, 4 large eggs, 1 cup of matzo meal, a half a cup of vegetable oil, and a 1/4 cup of either chicken soup or chicken broth. And we're going to heat this up and boil it a little bit later when we're ready for it. A little pinch of pepper. Now the recipe calls for white pepper. I don't have any white pepper, so I'm substituting some black pepper. And I'm going to grate up about 2 tablespoons of fresh onion. So here we go. Okay, there's our onion. Okay. The next step is to whisk up the eggs and then add in some other ingredients. So here are my 4 eggs. And I'm going to whisk until frothy. But we don't want them to change color too much. And I've learned that the best way to whisk, without splashing, of course, is to go back and forth. This does the best whisking action. Okay, I've got some froth in there, you can see. And now I'm going to add in the parsley. So again, this is 1 teaspoon of parsley. 1 teaspoon of salt. This is kosher salt. The onions that we cut up. And a dash of some black pepper. And then we're going to mix this together and set aside. The next step is to add in the matzo meal to this bowl, and then we're going to mix in the boiling chicken broth, which I just took out of the microwave, and the vegetable oil. It took about a minute for the chicken broth to boil. So here's my half a cup of vegetable oil. My 1/4 cup of boiling chicken broth. And now we're going to mix this really well. And I'm just using a wooden spoon here for this part. And the next step is to add in the mixture that we had earlier of the eggs, the parsley, the salt, the pepper, and the onions. We're going to mix this for about 2 minutes. I've done my 2 minutes of mixing, and now I'm going to cover this and put it in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes. Okay, see you in 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. I've taken the matzo ball mix out of the refrigerator. Looks like that now. And a few minutes ago, I started some water on the stove. It has salt in it and it's starting to boil. That's what we're going to use to actually cook these matzo balls. We heavily advise that you take some oil. This is just some vegetable oil, and cover your hands. It helps with getting rid of some of the stickiness of the matzo balls. So just using your fingers, I'm going to roll up each matzo ball about the size of a golf ball. You can make any size that you want. If you want gigantic matzo balls, you can make them bigger. If you want smaller ones, that's okay too. It's a super sticky mix. I've made all the matzo balls. I'm going to put them in the water, and if they kind of mush up a little bit, you may have to reform them before you put them in. Obviously, be super careful when you drop them in, because you've got hot boiling water here. All of my matzo balls are in the pot. We're going to cover it, set this down to low, and let it simmer for 35 minutes. I'll see you in 35 minutes. Okay, the matzo balls have simmered for 35 minutes. I'm going to take the pot and put it on the island, and then we're going to have a big reveal. All right, let's see how they look. All right. I'm going to slowly put these into the colander to let them drain, and then I'm going to pack them away and put them in the refrigerator until I'm ready to make my soup. Okay, so we made our matzo balls. 1 cup of matzo meal made for me 10 matzo balls, and you can see how large they are. Of course, you can adjust for size for yourself to make more or fewer. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.